Back when I started my YouTube journey, I hiked the Bauer Unit for the first time and thought to myself, how special would it be to take someone on this trail with me? Not just the people who could physically be here, but the ones who can't. The folks in nursing homes and hospice and in places where getting out on a trail like this just isn't an option anymore. And I thought about how meaningful it could be to bring this place to them. And that's honestly what pushed me to start my YouTube channel. So fast forward a year and here we are. But when I put out that first video, I never felt like I did this place justice. The Bauer Unit deserved better, and my audience deserved better. I knew I had to come back, so almost a year later, I'm back out here on this trail, and I'm bringing all of you with me. It's spring. Golden hour is around the corner, and this place is coming alive. We're observing wildflowers, the Guadalupe River, and a sunset that makes you stop mid-trail and thank God for putting this piece of artwork on Earth. The Bauer Unit doesn't get the traffic it deserves, and that's what makes it special. You feel like you found something, and like you're in on a secret that most people never get to experience. Now, the Bauer Unit is a little different from the main park. There's no headquarters out here. You enter the gate code and the gate swings open, and from there you drive a short ways down to the parking lot. And that's where the adventure begins. What's up, YouTube? It's Matt with the Matt Out Here YouTube channel, and I am out here at the backside of the Guadalupe River State Park, and I'm hiking the Bauer Unit, which is the remote, primitive, kind of just secluded area of the park. You're going to see a lot more wildlife out here. You're going to probably not run into anybody, and this part of the park has some hidden gems and some neat spots that a lot of people don't know about. So let's go explore it and enjoy this one. Now let me tell you a little bit about where we are. The Bauer Unit covers 670 acres on the north side of the Guadalupe River, and it gets its name from a German settler, Philip Bauer, who claimed 160 acres of this land back around 1856. He farmed it, built a life out here, and his family held on to the land all the way up until 1932. After that, it changed hands a few times and eventually landed with a man named David Bamberger, who gave the property to the state in 1974. For years, this unit was used strictly as a hunting area, and it wasn't until 2012 that it was finally open to the public. So in the grand scheme of things, not many people even know this place exists, and the ones who do find it tend to keep coming back. Now out here, you've got 7.5 miles of trails when you run the full loop, with around 419 feet of elevation gain, and you really feel that on the Bauer Trail. So it's got some real terrain to it out here, and there isn't any water, there's no restrooms, and there's really not any conveniences of any sort out here. You pack in what you need and you pack out what you bring. And a little interesting fact, there's a cemetery rumored to be hidden somewhere on this unit. Nobody seems to know exactly where it is, and it's one of those things that makes you look a little differently at the tree line as you're walking along the trails. Whether it's out here or not, this land has over 150 years of history underneath your feet. Philip Bauer laid claim to this land around 1856, and what he built out here wasn't just a farm, it was a way of life. The Texas Hill Country in the mid-1800s had no roads, no hardware stores, and very little conveniences compared to the way that we live today. Philip Bauer and his wife, both German immigrants, came out here and made this land their home. They saw opportunity and a place to call home here amongst these cedars along the Guadalupe River, and that intertwined into the landscape. The house itself dates back to 1878. And standing here, observing it, you can still make out the bones of what it once was. The structure tells a story, and there's still a working windmill and a water well on the property. Over 140 years later, that windmill is still turning. Its metal singing out against the cedar and oak that have grown up all around it, calling out quietly into the hill country air. And on this particular evening, I'm the only one here to hear it. For the Bauer family, this land was everything. Their stress, their purpose, and their goals. They woke up, and every morning this ground was the first thing on their mind. This land watched their whole lives unfold around it. The Bauer family held onto this land from the 1850s all the way up until 1932. And when you stand next to the homestead, you realize that these trails have been traveled on before, not for leisure, but out of the necessity of life. With all that said though, the neat thing about the Bauer Unit isn't the history and it isn't the location. It's the ability to be observant to nature and let the beauty of the Bauer Unit reach out to you and touch your soul. The Bauer Unit is Texas's way of reaching out to grab you by the hand and tell you a story. And that story will be different for everyone, but if you can stop and take a moment to give it a chance, that story could change your perspective on life and leave a lasting impact on who you are and who you can become on this spinning rock we call home. So take a moment to relax and observe nature in its most beautiful form. What's neat about a place like this is that there is something rewarding around every single turn, and you can come out here one day and your next visit is a brand new experience, completely separate from the last. And the trail has a way of giving you something different each time. And I truly believe that this trail is so special that you can sit at home, watch this video, and feel the magic right through the screen. And if I could pick what heaven would look like, I think it would be this trail. I want to encourage you, if you know somebody who could use a little boost, share this video with them. Maybe they can draw some inspiration from it, and maybe a little peace. Either way, this place has enough beauty to go around. After following the trail, I reached the Guadalupe River during golden hour, the most incredible time of the day, and it was perfect. I stood there and took it all in, the stillness of the water in some spots, and the rush of the stream in others. Two completely different feelings existing in the same moment, in the same place. And somewhere in the middle of all of that, life met me right where I was. I felt something deep inside my soul that only nature has ever been able to bring me to feel, and it was amazing. After spending some time down at the river and taking in the scenery, I started making my way back to the trailhead. The trail was 1.3 miles down, which meant I had a 1.3 mile journey back, and I still had a little sunlight left in the day. But out here in the Bauer Unit, you do not want to get caught after dark, mainly because the park has a feral hog problem. And, well, that cemetery is a little creepy. So I made my way back down the trail and took in a few last looks and called this adventure a wrap. Well, folks, that's going to be a wrap on this video. I hope y'all enjoyed this trail and this backside of the Guadalupe River State Park, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. All right, y'all, take care.